Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Was a kind of like a good day, but started from a bad start. I did the astrology video, and then I had to redo it. I went to the beach to meditate it, but of course, the universe had some quite of issues. I had to be like 30 minutes stuck in the traffic till I get to the beach, but I eventually get there. And when I got there, I was meditating. And today's video is about this. It's about karma. So I was been there by the beach. I went to inside of the sea, and I did some very special meditation. It's like, dear universe, please connect with me. The earth I'm stepping in, the water there is around me, the air there it's in my face, and the fire from the sun with me. Please heal everything within me so that way I can be able to heal everything within others. Let it be, and all this is to heal me. So that's what I did. I mean, you guys probably see my red face for. Uh, so let's recognize the people in the chat. We have a Margaret, Marshall, CF, Shadow, and Ray Skywalker is in the house. May the love be with us. May the force be with us, right? Because the love is the force, the biggest force in the universe. So, talking about, hey, John, glad to see you here, bud. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for this. And right after we're doing the video, we're gonna do a chat. Appreciate everything. So, solving your karma. How to go ahead and solve the thing that you need to do. So basically, the karma that right now we're talking about this Saturn for is about past karma and current karma, and you're like, what the hell is going on within me? Hi, CJ. Thank you for being here. Sharing the love, right? You're all sharing the love. I feel the love in the room now, and which is good. Energy is good. In the morning wasn't good enough, but now it's okay. And hmm, you're looking for it in yourself, and now maybe in the positions of your life that you begin to ask your questions: What do I need to do? What I need to fix? I want you to get like piece of paper after we're watching here the video. You may have to rewatch the video right afterwards and grab a piece of paper, which is that's what I'm going to do, and having a pen and begin to write. What is the hardest things that I'm afraid of? The hardest things that I need to do. I was looking at me. What was the hardest thing for me? I always was looking for one thing. I want to go home. I was like, what is home though? Where's home? Until I understood the home is me. I'm home for my soul. And looking at this position, my past karma is in Cancer. So I got the family things going on. I understand how to create the family and everything. But I understood the proper way of home. I was at home. I was not at home. I thought the home was like everyone made it. Hi, Diana. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you too. And I was not at home as me. It's my own self. So I have to go ahead and relearn my past karma to be home, to understand what home is, to value what home is, and to really learn everything about home. But my current karma is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is public servant. As a public servant, I'm looking at that my North Node, it's in the sixth house. That is the house of the healing. So now I have to be a public servant and a healing. But no, astrology wise, that's how it goes. And the hardest thing for me was all the time I was looking at for this home, to understand this home and take a look within your own issues, what it that might be. Okay. Uh, Home right now, it's the earth for me, is not a house or a place there I need to be. Yes, I do gotta have a home where to live and put my head on the pillow and sleep and cook and all that stuff. But now the world changed. My view about home and a family changed because family, it's not only the people are you have a bloodline with. Family is everybody, the animals, the birds, the fishes, the sea, the mountains, the sun. So family is everything that exists now within the universe. And now with this new understanding, this new cycle, you're upgrading your views from within you. But when you reevaluate yourself in a life, there wasn't like I'm talking about me, okay? I'm giving you an example with me. I was raised by my grandparents, so basically wasn't home. Then I went to live with my parents. There was broken home. I went to live with my father. Was a broken home. Then I make the decision that I have to live on my own. I took the life within my own hands, and I was able to take care of myself. I went to the army, came out of the army because the army services back then was uh, not a choice. Okay, you can't escape it with this. So the service is mandatory. So anyway, I come back and then I went to live again under rent, and I lived with one of my best spiritual teacher. And after that, went and came to the United States where I had to build a life, but the life wasn't there. It was a broken home basically all the time. Working at two jobs, working at two things, working at so many situations. So to me today, I'd realized that what I was missing all the time, home of my own. But how can you build a home of your own if you're not at home on your own within yourself? Was great realizations because that's how this kind of like a karmic lessons, this kind of like a tale of the past karma to be healed from within me, so I can able to do my future karma as a Capricorn, public servants, and healing. So I was escaping this home issue when I was focusing on my healing part. But I was escaping all this life. I was escaping this go back home. Now I'm back home in Bulgaria, where I'm originally born. And now here, I realize all this situation. Now, if you look at yourself, your own situation, take a look at it in your life. What was hunting you down, and you keep failing and failing over the time with from within you? What do you keep failing? Whatever you keep failing the most in your life, that is a something that holds you. That is your past karma, heart issue that you came to fix here. You're probably fighting with something. You probably went up with something. It's probably, if it's examples, you maybe have um, dealing with others. You may have, for example, if you karma your no your south node, for example, is in Gemini. With friends, things with friends, within the relationship. Okay, if it's an Aries, your south node. Take a look your uh, situation of me first, and I don't give a shit about others. Okay, now you have to understand that by fixing yourself and pay attention to others, you are going to move on because your north node is in Libra. And now when you end up in a relationship, your part of who you are, which is Aries in the past life, affects yours within Libra. If it's in Taurus, your South Node is in Taurus, for example. Take a look from within you. You probably have a lot of issues with material things. Maybe money matters, material possessions matters, everything that you can buy with money, for example. Certain things that you get to it because now your North Node, okay, it's in Scorpio. You are dealing there with others. So since you can't have what you got, you're dealing with the situations of others in there. Okay. So I already talk about Gemini now. If it's Cancer, you already the family. I give you an explanations out of me. Um, if your South North is in Leo, okay, that is the part that you have to become a wise person, not you to be forcing your leaderships over others, but the people to choose you to be as a leader. Okay, and now you're rebelling against this because your North Node is in Aquarius. North Node and Aquarius, sometimes there's going to be the people who have this um, rebellion from within, that rebellion from within to bring the age of Aquarius from it. Uh, Take a look everything that you have. And last thing I'm leaving you is that is a if your south node it's in Virgo and your north node is in Pisces. That is a the fight from within to heal something here and to heal the spirit from within. Okay. So take a look your situations. You might have problems within family. You may have problems. I mean, wherever your situation is. But the hardest thing that you fear to achieve is that the hard thing to go ahead and fix your karma. Once the past is resolved from within you, now the future, the new future that comes from within, is gonna pull you forward in life. The weight of the karma, of the past karma, is not gonna wait on you. Now it's gonna be pushing you forward, moving forward, achieve what you came here for, happy with it. Okay. Um, you will understand not to create karmas anymore because now in this new energy that's now it's here, in that new energy, it is like if I'm honest and truth and everything, guess what? I don't create karma because the karma is based of the truth, and therefore I don't create karma. And now I can just have to deal with what I've been piled from before, whatever I put into the back burner. Pay attention to the things you don't want to deal with, whatever this might be. That could be any sphere of life, from, for example, going to a job and working for money, and it's like you are like, why I'm always broke? Uh, you don't want to go to work, so your problem there it's work. Uh, 1076, just getting home from work. I must watch this from the beginning. If you want to just stay here where you at right now, and after that you can rewatch it. Um, so for example, that I was given here is like money, money, money. Okay, but I don't work. For example, another example that could be a kids, kids, kids. Okay, well, devotion or you have the issues in there with the kids. By the way, happy Father's Day to all fathers in the United States. If you're a father here, congratulations to you. But don't forget, father is also a single mom who raising kids because she has to be a both. All the single parents are both parents. They have to feel the both masculine and the feminine energy from within. If that is the issue within relationships, then do you have the relationship from within you? That could be all sorts of things. You want to control the relationship, guess what? You're losing the relationship. So karma to fix is don't control the relationship, but coexist from within. If that is a friends relationships, you don't like the people tell you what to do, what you cannot do, and you don't take in advices from other people. So guess what? You have to look from within. Why? How big is your ego for? And what do you do with your friends? Reevaluate your friendship, for example. Um, I mean, there could be so many things for. I mean, issues in life in general will pinpoint to you what that is. Let me tell you that once you figure out the things that you need to fix on this karma, once you figure out from within, you're going to be free of new energy. You are going to have kind of like freedom. I can explain it to you. It's going to be a freedom, but at the same time, is this little tiny pressure behind the back of your mind that it is like, yeah, but you have to do it. Yeah, but you have this fog. Um, and the karma is going to come back to you and telling you, here you go. That is a repeated situation. What you have not fixed, what you have not do. The hardest things that you have not done, that is your karma. Because it came and presents to you over and over and over again. And if you look at it in the old cycle, you kind of pass through this, but now you're in the new cycle and it's like, I can't take this crap anymore from with me. I have to move forward. I have to go forward. When you write it on that piece of paper, I just giving you one example with home, but there could be more issues, not only one. Okay, maybe an issue that you never reconcile. Maybe the issue could that you never value something. There was like values. Maybe you didn't value friendships, or you didn't value relationships, or you didn't value work, or you didn't value the money. You don't understand the value of money. But the same thing, if you apply to this, do you value the things that you become that a twin flame? How big value do you apply to this when you become a twin flame? Um, the good thing, it is all about you, not somebody else. It is about you. You fix your own issue, your own situations. You will feel free. And when you feel free, you're gonna be like, now what am I supposed to do? Now you begin to create, not karma, what you are destined for. It will give into you. You just go out with the flow of destiny from within yourself. And then all that energy is gonna kind of like come to you on its own. You're not doing anything, but guess what? It comes to you. Okay? And you flow with it. So yeah, that was kind of like the questions that during today the meditation I had. Um, Kind of like when I'm deep in me of kind of like revaluations of the life and the situation was, and I begin to understand why I was born the way I was and why the situations are the way they are. It kind of like made me sad about certain things. It made me not feeling worthy at some point. But when I look at it from within, it was me who accepted these situations like this. Now I'm looking at my worth from within me because I'm home within me. And that part from within me, it's going to create the outward reality that's in me that will materialize in the world, not because of anything else. Take a look your dream. So basically, you always had a dream to do something. Always was sitting in the front of your eyes, not the back of your mind, the front of your eyes. You need to understand that the soul builds the dreams for you. The ego prevents you from those dreams. Okay? But also the past karma, it's also in there, in the ego. You look at it there, and the ego tells you can't solve this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, basically, the ego is sabotaging you um, to solve your past karma. If you look at it deep from within, it's going to be very funny when you discover this from within yourself. But that happens when you go home, within you, go back home with you. And you're going to be like, now I understand why the ego was suppressing me. Every time I had a fears about to do this, about to do that, because guess what? I have to find more power to overcome the ego and don't have a fear to do the things of what I was supposed to do as a past karma. Once you understand and find that power from within, now you're gonna be like, okay, it's time to get to work. You're gonna get inspired from within. You're gonna get the fire from within. You're gonna be like, finally, I unlock the shadow part of this from with me. Okay. But you might find out something else, that the fear that was within you is the missing pieces. Okay. So those missing pieces, you're trying to get it from others. Okay. For example, let me just throw you on a board a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna get you like a bucket of water. Okay. So now this is you, but there is some holes in there. So, for example, you want attention, you want love, you want something else up here, whatever that might be. So somebody comes in and pours into a cup, and guess what? The attention and the love, that goes and they fall out. Why? The only reason why it is because that love here, you have to build it from within. So once you build that from within, now you have that love. Now, when somebody pours your love, guess what? It's going to stay up till here. Okay. Now, if you have attention issue, you begin to give attentions to other people. You plug that hole within the attention. And if that is like maybe relationship or material things, so now whatever it's coming in, you having it. Okay. But since this problem are past karma, your ego, which is that bucket, okay, doesn't want you to be solved. And it says, well, you have fear of this, you have fear of this, you have fear of this, fear of this. And every time someone gives it to you, it's not enough. So you have the fear from within, your fear. So when you overcome and go inside of it at home, because everything is here, now you understand that the fear and the past karma was covered up by your ego. You solve that ego issues here, you solve the fear, you solve the past karma, and now everything that it's in you, okay, is ready to bloom a, a flowers. And that's how happy it's gonna be within your life. So hi Maria, thank you for being here. So that's what I had for you as a karma. I know the subject was kind of like overdue about this, but kind of like giving you information of the revelations that I have today, the revelations that comes in from within. Also, the moon is in Pisces, so now you kind of like do this evaluation and evaluation of life. It's very good energies of you today for you. I will do the astrology weekly report probably later on today or early tomorrow. But the karma it's coming from what do you do now about your future, which is your dreams, and your issues, which is your past. You solve the issues, you go get your dreams. And that's what I was making this video about, you guys. So ready to get some questions. All right. Happy Father's Day to all that. Exactly. One thing about the karma, you need to look, for example, you could have a family karma. So, for example, uh, the family that you were raised have the same issue as the family that your mom and dad was raised. So they bring the issue from within, and now you have the same issue as you see it back down in the lines. So June 24th, it's Tuesday. Can you include that in the astrology report? Yeah, I will, Diana. Okay, I will. The best astrologer about this, by the way, for it's Marla Kelly. She's kind of like a really digged into it. I was more digging to the inner world, astropsychology, and astrology for the soul. For So there is other astrologers. I mean, I was yesterday with a friend of mine. She's an astrologer. I mentioned her in this video quite a few times. Her name is Adriana Botei. And yesterday we talked about specific things about astrology, and we were looking at that things were coming up. Um, just guys, so you know, if you want to study astrology, okay, usually the books are, yeah, okay, they're not, just, okay. This is a book that she signed it to me from the first European conference on astrology. So if you want to study astrology, want to be the best in certain fields of the astrology, study that field, because when you start studying business astrology, you want to start a predictable astrology or health astrology and everything else, it begins kind of like a big of a mess. So if you want to study in astrology, go ahead and do it, but pick one field. All right. So if it's up to the individual to heal the family issues karma, yes, it's up to the individual. Luana, it is about that. Usually, the person who sees the problems within the family, they cannot stand the family issues, and they bolting out of the family. They solve the issues within the family. They kind of like pull themselves out. The reason they pull themselves out is they cut the energy cords with the family. So they can really have a third party evaluation within themselves and the third party evaluation what's going on with the family. If you have the same similar traits and same thing issues happening within the family, that it's kind of like unescapable, unavoidable. You might see that most successful people, by the way, if you look at the most successful people, they had they came out of a broken homes, but they pulled out of the broken homes and they build themselves. Okay, somehow, some way, in some situation, the universe always helping you out as long as you walk within the universe. You put the universe from within. That kind of a suggestion. Karma between twin flames can be cleared by looking at your twin flames to face and say, I forgive you. Depends what the karma is, Ray, actually. Let me tell you. So, for example, if your twin flame, okay, you have past lives with them, okay. So, if your twin flame was for example, a queen of the Egyptian kingdom, okay, but now she choose certain people, and now she has some issues, okay, with men's. Now she has to solve the issue from within, but that is her karma, okay. If your twin is a masculine, it's got so much controls over it, and he was conqueror, now he has to not conquer countries, now he has to heal countries. That could be all individual thing. But the issues of the past karmas that you have between you and your twin flame, they will rise up, they will come up. Sooner or later, they will pop out They could be ugly, they could be nasty, they could be very badly. And if even in this lifetime the karma it's repeating itself as a problem, that's mean the problems that were from a past life. That's what, for example, if you don't want twin flame, if the one twin flame has a certain issue, okay, and they keep repeating the same issue, when they meet the twin flame, they will repeat the issue with the twin flame. Only difference will be is that the twin flame would turn everything upside down. It's gonna tell them, you can do this, you can fix this, you can get this. It's gonna inspire them, it's gonna give them the love, and the love what's changing them. Okay, that is it depends of the ego. How big is the ego? If they haven't healed, okay, and they have some holes in here, it doesn't matter how much love you're gonna put in. That fear is gonna act. So they have to develop this here. And a lot of the people who come to the twin flame journey, they didn't know what love is. They didn't know what soul love is, soul vibes is, what the divine love is, what is the love between two souls. Now that comes in and fill that up when it, okay. So it's all depends. But yes, the forgiveness has to be there. You need to understand that forgiveness, the way I work with karma, is that um, when the truth comes out, you know the truth, you forgive with the truth. Because if you don't forgive with the truth, the unsolved business, the unspoken words, the unsolved situation, it's still within a missile, within a thinking form energy somewhere out in the universe. And sooner or later, it's going to become a big issue for the relationship because the relationship with the inflames has to be based out of truth. That's how you become a true twin flame, and that's how you become a true divine, and that's how you get your true union. Okay, most of the twin flames they're not together because there is something. There could be deceptions, the lies, manipulations, control. You know who's going to control the connection, and specifically control between them what the one wants from the others to do, kind of like a force in the connection. So be mindful about this, Ray. Um, yeah, you can forgive. Forgiveness is your will, you to do the forgive. But if they don't want to tell you the truth, that's mean they don't want to be forgiven. That is the thing. The forgiveness comes with confession, and that's what a lot of the twin flames who are runners they confess, and that's something that divine doesn't want you to escape. You're running because of something, of fear, of something, desires, anything. I mean, you can name it, all sort of issues that could be. Maybe the one of the twin flame is rich and the other one it's poor, and now everybody went to him. It's like, why you want this poor woman in your life? And you are like, but I love her. Why? I just love her. I don't know why. Okay. Very beautiful movie out there for this. It's called Hamaria Duri Kahani. It doesn't end at the end. It doesn't end right, but at the end, she goes and whatever because he wanted her to be happy. He did everything to solve the issues so she can be with him. But because he solved the issues, there was a situation there. So he passed away, and she went in, and she passed away in the same spot, looking at for him to be with him. So yeah, that's an Indian movie. Okay. Um, Luan, you're so right. Wow, yes. Regarding equivalent individual has step away from family now. It's and clear the karma. What's next? Work on ourselves and the universe. Diana, once you go ahead and work on it and fix the karma, you're gonna figure it out. If you fix the karma, that is when the family begins to heal from within, the bloodlines. Okay. Now that family karma doesn't hold you anymore, you to move forward as a twin flame, because the family will understand you are a twin flame, you're on a spiritual journey, they accept you as who you are, and now you move forward. So now the universe says, like, I got him, he's okay. You guys accept him as who he is and how it is, so he can be able to do what needs to be done. The future journey, that could be the dreams that the divine gives in you. That could be something that you always knew you have to do it, but you never had the guts as a dream. Okay. I'm not talking about the things that are you hide and that's like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. No. The things that you say, I don't want to deal with this. I can't deal with this. This is so much for me, so much pain. That it's your past karma. That is the thing you want to deal with. A lot of you and the family karma is like, I don't want to deal with my family. Well, you don't deal with your family, but how about the things in your family now? So usually those issues in there are solved by only one way. You disengage with this. Can you share the name of the movie, the spelling, please? I've been watching a lot of Indian movies lately. William, I'll actually will put some. Let me find it. I'll put the trailer here for that movie. You guys maybe. Okay.
Има дни, в които си казвате, за днес толкова, заслужих си го. Тогава направете нова поръчка. Дни, в които забавлението няма край.
There's a little clip from the movie, but you will get the thing within the movie from solving a past karma. That could be, for example, if you haven't watched the movie In Your Eyes, um, he was a knucklehead. Okay. He was a robber. He liked to go steal things and make money out of it. He was in a jail. He came out of the parole. And one day he was driving, and all of a sudden he got this intense connection, and he sees himself, the hand, and he's like, "Oof!" He's gonna crash with, like, kind of like a deadly situation. All of a sudden, something happened with his twin flame, and he's like, "Oh shoot!" And they begin to talk, telepathically. But the point is that he lives on a trailer somewhere in the desert in Arizona, and everything there is just, mess. Mess. But without a movie, he cleaned up the mess, and he began to convert things. He began to create a backyard. He potted flowers, and he converted that nasty place to something beautiful. Maybe some of you have to go ahead and do it to learn how to create the beauty from within. Okay. And this is one situations from that you look of what the thing is. But again, in the movie, there was something else. She had to not hide the connection, the not to hide the things. But since her husband knew about her issues, he was trying to gain information from her as she was a twin flame to understand what everything is. That is a stupidity from the society. But she had to find a way to understand herself. And at some point of the movie, she actually knocked his butt off on the ground and she ran from him. All right, I will suggest you this. Um, I will suggest you to go ahead and watch that movie. It's called In Your Eyes. Let me get it for you guys. There is a full movie on YouTube, so you can watch it. Okay. Mhm. So, let's see. Christine Vasileva, please forgive me. You forgive Christina. Sorry about the other day that, about the things about the chat for. Um, Ego is a person's sense of self-esteem and self-importance, which needs to be seriously deflated for a twin flame journey. That Be Not Be Proud, written of John Gunther, is a powerful book. Testing ego. Diana, if you can kind of like, yeah, you said what the book is. The ego doesn't have to die. Actually, the ego has to learn to evolve from within you and protecting your soul, protecting you from energies, protecting you from not to fall down in the pit. Ego is teaching you what the bottom is. Soul teaching you what the high is. The soul protecting your high vibes. The ego protecting you from low vibes. If you're within your ego, guess what? You have a low vibes. Okay, and the ego kind of like brings it up in the surface, those bad vibes, so you know what they are. And the soul is looking over it. It's like, you know what? That's a bad vibes. Let me give you the good vibes. Well, guess what? It's your choice of you, what you're going to do. But when you find home and you have them both from within, you will be able to maintain the balance of the energies from within you. It's the same thing. Those energies will help you to solve the karma. So, mm, mm, Cosmos. Hi, Cosmos. Thank you for being here. Dio, where are you from? Bulgaria. I'm from Romania, Bucharest. Cosmos, I'm right now in Varna, which is by the Black Sea, but originally I'm from Sofia. Okay. So that's what there is. I see. Might visit this summer. More than welcome. If you want to visit Varna, Varna is a very good tourist place, but also it's probably one of the best towns with good for the energy. Here, the energy is very intense, very powerful. You can have both side of the realms and intense. Could be a too good or too bad, but it's intense. Basically, too much of both. So if you guys want to visit this town, it's got like a one energy field here in Varna that maybe like 15 kilometers from the town. The energy is different, but when you come in here into the town, all of a sudden you feel something different. It's kind of like very beautiful, beautiful energy up here. So it's gonna be a very nice. Maybe we'll see how the things turn out. Maybe we can do a Twin Flame conference, international conference, or something. If y'all can organize it, if you guys want it, we'll see how the situation will be, and we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Okay. Yeah, I know that will be cool because I haven't done the international conferences because of COVID, and I'm missing this Friday, Saturday weekend with the people who are Twin Flames. I'm missing this because the workshops are very good, very powerful. Some of you who's been into this Twin Flame conferences, they know what's going on with them. All right, guys. So I'm ready to take some questions. As many questions you guys have it, send it over. I'm here. Yes, Bulgaria, it's very beautiful. It's one of the oldest country in the world. Bulgaria, it's the Bulgarians, we are kind of like a very, very old nation. Uh, Everything from here, from around the Black Sea over the top, and you go on the other side of the Black Sea, we have bloodlines left there. We have a bloodlines left up in North Russia. There's the bloodlines left up in the north part of Turkey, close to Iran. And we have some bloodlines within Italy. So, yeah, Bulgaria, yeah, we left a lot of culture within all these territories. Regarding Lunel injury, want an individual have stepped away from family dynamics, clear the carbon, continuing ourselves in the universe. You're gonna continue of what you were destined to do, Diana. What your destiny is. Uh, you might, ever since you were little, you dream about something. You always dream about it. For example, when I was little, I was dreaming about helping people. I had these dreams of helping people, healing people, telling people things. When I begin to prophesize things that's happening into the future, I felt the fear within people when these things actually happened. I got scared because I was probably 4 or 5 years old. Uh, because the people's fear that you do something that they can't, or whatever was, so much fear had an impact on me. I kind of like closed down. When I was 10, there was a kind of like a lot of esoteric energies that I didn't understand, a lot of downloads. I was watching constantly. Then the summer was watching the stars. And I I was wondering a lot for it, trying to understand things that I couldn't understand. Down the road, I did. I opened up at the age of 16 when I had to take care of myself. I got awakened so powerful. I could have read the people and their problems, and I had to go shopping at um, the farmers market downtown in Sofia, the capital. It was full of people. And let me tell you, I had to put my eyes down into the ground, because if I was looking people, I can read their thoughts and their problems. To me was the biggest nightmare. And I was like, God, I don't need this at the moment. I can't handle this. There was a point of time I was praying not to have this. I mean, came to a point I had to. Um, so that's you have to look from it. What is the simple way to figure out exactly what we need to work on? Clear the karma. Uh, Take a look the repeating situations in life. They keep repeating because you haven't solved them. That is your first clue, Luan. That is your first clue. Repeated situations. Okay. Too much repeating. It's kind of like, for example, if you had issues with relationships and this relationships keeps repeating or something, the karma is here to solve it. Once you solve the karma, you're breaking the cycle. You're stopping that cycle of repetitions. You will understand you're stopping this cycle of repetitions. No more repetitions for you. Okay. But if you don't solve it, okay, from within you, guess what? It will come back to you. It will hunt you down. And 10, you will figure it out again what you need to be. Um, so that's what I can give you as an advice. That is the simple way. The simple way is, for example, if you had some issues with, let's say, within the family, and you tell what the issue is within the family, and they're like, you know what, shut up. Nobody wants to listen to you. And you stay within the family. So now, when you stay within the family, you're degrading there because that energy of truth is not there because now you know the truth, right? So you stay there, and more and more situations coming up like this to come to a point that you blow off, and it's like, you know what, bye. I'm here. I'm out of here. So now you give them an example and they're all going to laugh at you like, oh, you can't take care of it your own, you won't be on your own, you're not that powerful, they're trying to get everything out of you. You go out, you perform in actions that they are opposite of what the family issue is. Okay, you perform those actions, and by actions you heal yourself. You disconnect from the family, but you heal yourself. Now since you healed, you will have confrontations from the family, but guess what? They're gonna come in and ask you how you feel. How did you heal this? What did you do? And you tell them what did you do. Now, the healing from within them to solve the karma issue is within their hands, but you passing the energies to them. So I have no repeating patterns any longer, but also my dreams to be a writer has come true in the fact that I don't ever want to be a writer again. Universe had taught me this realization. Um, Maybe you have to be a writer on a blog, Diane. Maybe there is something you want to have, a writing. Book, yes, book is always good. But if the book doesn't work, but you still have to write, so there is something else. Maybe if you become a blogger, which is you communicate with people and you blog there and asking the people about this blog, then guess what? There is something there from within. So, Christine, why I feel angelic? We have angelic energies here in the room, Christine. That's what this is. This new energy is different. We talk about this energy. Uh, I don't think you understand. Okay, you say, Diana, you have no repeating patterns any longer. But also, my dream to be writer has come true in the fact is that I don't even want to be writer again. Universe has taught me this realization. So no repeating patterns in you. You wanted to be a writer, and the universe show you don't want to write again. So what would you do now with this? You solve your karma, you've solved your situation, Diana, and what would you still have to do here? What do you expect? What is the things that you can be? I you can, but same time you can't. There has got to be a something. I'm trying to understand you, Diana. After being a writer for 4 decades, I'm done. Needed to learn another profession. I will write until I die. I hope that clarifies things. Maybe the universe wants you to stop to write the things that you are writing for. Maybe it wants you to improve your writing on something else, something new. Have you ever thought about it? So, for example, if you are Agatha Christie and you put criminal romance, criminal uh, books about criminals, now all of a sudden you go ahead and you create an occultic uh, romance, for example, like a twin flames. Just something you to think about it. So, but if you want to have another profession, yes, I'll be glad. I mean, I miss my profession, to play with the machines, to go ahead and troubleshoot the machines. Oh God, there is a time of me that I want to get my hands into the machines, and it's like, okay, let me see this hydraulic circuit, let me see this electric circuit, let me see this pneumatic circuits, let me get this inputs, outputs, the robots, where I work. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes I miss my profession. Let me tell you this: I haven't done my profession quite a while, and I'm kind of like scratching my hands, but I haven't done it. So, yeah, the universe is strange. With any upgrades that we get an also desire for something new, some new profession, new things, new situations. But also we can update the ones that we have, uh, all the things that we need to have. So it's all up to what is in within you. I mean, I can't individually, really look into it. It takes so much time for. But if you look deep from within you, that's what I can guide you with. Is the answer is in there from within. I mean, the energy is present. Everything is present within you, and I'm so happy of today that I was able to reach so deep in me that I never reached before. Uh, Look more and more to clarify the things from within and sharing my experience with you, so you guys can see if you can kind of like doing pretty much the same thing within your own self. So, all right, guys. So let me know what is your ideas we can be talking about tomorrow. Vedic astrology is my biggest interest lately. There you go. Diana, you can study Vedic astrology. Yeah, why not? You can go ahead and do that. That would be a good thing. Uh, I study natal astrology, but I study a lot about what each of the esoteric planets it's behind it. I took a class with back in the days. He was the leader of the astrology association in Bulgaria. I took a class with him for about, who knows, was probably like a couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, something like this, about learning the basic reading within the astrology. And I learned to study the psychology part within the astrology the way it is. Some people who had a John knows what actually is because he was having astrology readings through quite a few astrologers. And when he did the chart with me, he was like, no way, you will know all this. But that's what I study. I study astropsychology and the science that comparable for within to look at the inner world of the people, because I know if you fix the inner world of the person, you can go ahead and help the person the most. So, and that's what John is asking in these questions for. Thanks, John. So that is the astrology I know, and I continue studying and evolving within. Plus, there was a lot of downloads for that astrology as Awakened Twin Flame was a lot, and continue for it. Astrology is one of the oldest learnings in the world, guys. One of the oldest learnings in the world. Your destiny is written in the stars. Why are you looking at someplace else? Once you understand the stars, you understand yourself because the stars lives within you because you are stardust. If you don't understand all the planets and everything, all the material things are made out of stardust. That's the reality. You have a stardust from within. So mm, um, it is true that when we fix the inner, the outer is fixed too, or will. We always experience constraints in order to realize what we really want. Cosmos, very good question. Uh, yes, when you fix the inner world, the outer world, it's fixed. The reason is when you fix the thing from within, you're using the law of attraction. You attract what you are, and you kind of like, for example, if you kind of like end up in a bad positions in life and you lost your job, and now it's like looking within you lost your job because you can't handle managers. Okay, you can't handle somebody to tell you what to do, what they gotta do, and you got aggravated and you says, you know what, screw you, I'm going home. But now that bad attitude cost you the job, right? So now you're sitting home, you do your inner work, and you're like, yeah, this person was a jerk, but I was a jerk too. So when I get to the job now, I gotta tell them that I don't want to deal with jerks. And I'm not going to get a job that I have to deal with jerks, but I have to also work on me not to be the jerk I was. And you do your inner work and you sit down and you change yourself, you improve yourself, so you fix the issue from within. Now you begin to look for a job. And the reason that, they ask you in the interview, why did you quit your job? And you say, look, that's what it was, the situation. But I understand that I won't be, it doesn't work for the business. That either you guys can have a person like this, or I have to be that person. And I don't deserve to be having these aggravations because it will hurt your business. And if you guys are business owners, I hope you evaluate this situation, that I will do my best for your business that way. So now you go ahead and you prove yourself of that new job. And guess what? They understand who you are. They understand you have become a better person. And now they tell you, hey, can you be a supervisor here? You become a good supervisor there. They do everything. And they ask you, we're going to send you to school for a manager. And you go for a school for a manager and you take care of the job because you fix your inner world, not something else. You fixed your inner world. And some of those companies, you will find that the employees there, that they work 20, 30, 40 years because they build the people from within. They hire average people and they build people from within. That is a good company that you can work for it. Time to get a notebook for our chats. I need to accelerate the dig down to the center of my chest. You're welcome, Cosmos. You're welcome. And yeah, that is the thanks. So, what do you guys want to talk tomorrow? Okay, I'm ready for you to listen to it. By the way, the moon is in Pisces, so it has to do something because that's what the energy will be. Has to do with something about inner work. Okay, so give us some. Waiting for ideas, guys. So wow, 777. Pretty good. It's angelic numbers. The collective pressure on twin flames and how they hijack relationships. Ooh, that's deep, Cosmos. I feel lots of envy from the collective earth. Yeah, I feel that too. Okay. I mean, a lot of the people on the 3D, they want to be us. Nobody's stopping them to be like us. But jealousy, greed, manipulations, and what parents says, religion, and so on keeps them there. So yeah, that is a kind of like a good topic to talk about it. But let's do something with inner work, guys. It's gonna be a good energy tomorrow. So even for family, I saw the interference. Yeah, the family will interfere. You need to understand. Tell me one love story, whereas the family has not interfere. Probably there isn't. Only the love within the lovers will help out. I think was Shrek 2, maybe, or Shrek 1 was. I don't know. One of the two. Okay. Mm, most likely it was a Shrek 2 when they get separated. I think. So, man, it's almost 6 o'clock. We've been having a 1 hour, 14 minutes for. You're welcome, Christine. You're welcome. Ray of light, find the love within. All right, we'll go with that. I will put the journey of finding the love from within. Does that sound good, Ray? All right. Ray said, give us the hearts to heal the hearts, heal the broken hearts. Exactly. Well, thank you for today's chat, guys. I appreciate it. I hope I help you somehow in some way. I know these topics are not easy to go over. Some of the topics are deep, too deep. Sometimes, even when we go too deep from within, we don't want to go that deep because we see things that we avoid. We avoided our problems, and our problems. It's our happiness because once we solve them, they don't affect us anymore, and that's what the karma is for. So I hope I give you some kind of like guidance, and I hope you guys, if you worked out your problems, your past karma, your past situations, I hope I help you somehow, you to be living better lives, guys. All right. So thank you so much, guys, and be love.